you'll end up saying it less. That's the same thing for now mentioning cheeky. That's how the meta works. The moment that it gets known that or like some kind of
Ice, full of energy. We can see contributing a lot.
He's popping off. Come on.
That man's popping off.
He's saving his energy for the game. He doesn't have to do the drafting team. He's fine. Besides, his hero normally gets picked in one of the later phases.
That is
the first phase, he's like, don't care.
I know I'm going to be laning against a faceless void anyway. What's the big deal?
We have a little bit of a difference. We have the OD banned out, meaning the Mars is still in and the Weaver is still in.
Both Weaver and Snapfire, these two supports are top tier material, and I would be surprised if any of the teams decide to completely skip on it.
What about Bane?
Well, Bane's there. Yeah, Bane, Weaver also. Like, Bane fixes a lot of drafts, where you have a BKB piercing ability, you have a save, you have good laning stage. So, yeah, picking both should be okay, but knowing Team Secret, they, especially in the third game, they don't tend to go with that kind of stuff. I think Bane +1 should be fine.
Consistently been satisfied on Puppey being put on supports that can do a lot with gold. In their earlier series, he had a Weaver who ended up getting like a Deso or whatever. Last game, his Bane ended up getting a Scepter, which, for the number of Banes that we've seen, the ratio of actual Scepters being built feels so low because they just never get the gold.
You can't do it unless you get the big boy Philly. Because it's the same thing when you're playing Nyx position 5 pretty much. You get the Philly, that means you can go for Ags. If you don't get it, you can't just farm the item.
For anybody curious about Philly, it is the Philosopher's Stone that gets you gold per minute as a support, or yeah, mostly as support. It does lower your attack damage though.
So here, maybe Tundra needs to start thinking about getting the Queen of Pain immediately, or at the later stages. I love Morphling against a Razor, but it's still too early to pick Morphling. I think picking Queen of Pain could be okay here. Razor is very versatile pick. You can play it as 1, 2, 3. We've seen some position 5 at the previous DPC seasons.
Do you think it's enough to discourage another Faceless Void? Because I feel like with the Snapfire, then maybe it's worth going for the team fight with a Faceless Void as well. Time Lock may be enough to break a static link.
Yeah, I guess that's the same thinking coming into this Batrider pick, being able to knock off the Razor, knock him back, and then you break the static link with the Flame Break. Okay, they ban Queen of Pain.
I guess that means they want to send Bat mid.
Most likely, yeah.
Which means that Sumail already got his OD banned out. Puck is still available, and he looked damn good on it in the last game.
10 seconds remaining.
And now you need to worry about, well, yeah, I don't know where they're going to send this Razor, I guess. I would not mind seeing it on ice. You don't know the safe lane matchup yet, but I think this new refresher-oriented Razor does not really need any immediate farm priority. You're useful enough with just like a static link and basic levels.
Radiant team ban.
Some respect for Skeeter there as Team Secret ban out the Faceless Void. Played it 2 games in a row, 4 games total so far, and of course they lost previous game, but it was still quite annoying to deal with. And if you know you're not going to be able to have that Outworld Destroyer, getting a little bit more tricky to deal with it.
True.
Another mid laner banned by Tundra with the Invoker removed. Are we expecting that Batrider to be for 9? Or for Fada? Or for 33?
33 plays it quite a lot, so depends on the matchup. I'd still think it's too early to tell. If it's a mid Batrider, thinking about some matchups on the mid lane, you do not want to put Razor into that matchup, even though it could work. Like, you just stand your ground and try to kill him with the damage, but also Batrider doesn't care about the damage. He's dealing damage with his Firefly.
Yep,
Wind Ranger. I just see a Wind Ranger against the Batrider that works really well.
10 seconds remaining.
Secret ban out the Beastmaster. Mars still lingers in the pool.
Team Secrets turn to ban.
Timbersaw also.
Secret had a little bit of issues with the vision previous game. If you look at the Hoodwink, that is just sitting inside the trees, monkey on a tree. You had a Beastmaster, and it's really hard to make a move. It's hard to smoke in certain areas. You need to have like a Observer Ward plus a Sentry to be able that you're not being scouted out.
5 seconds remaining.
So I'm not surprised that they decided to ban like a Beastmaster. He's probably the best vision hero in the game.
So are Weaver bugs, and somehow Weaver is completely absent in this entire draft thus far. Baffling.
Yep. Let's see if Team Secret still wants to go for it. The Bane-Weaver combination is not a bad support duo, right? Oh, it's a different bug. Nyx Assassin. We actually have seen Nyx Assassin be very successful today.
Yeah, it's a classic anti-Batrider hero.
And it's great. Like, it's the best possible pick against these two heroes
Oh, yeah,
because you
Snapfire
walk into Gobble. You don't even get to hit by it. You don't need to get hit by it. You can just walk into it and you stop it. This is like kind of a forgotten pick, and this is where the coach comes in. You know, you guys don't know anything. Pick the Nyx Assassin. Great value out of the hero.
Puppy's always had a soft spot for Nyx. I remember the one TI when Carapace used to only reflect the first instance of damage, and he tried to pick it against Coddle, and that was way before anyone considered it a Coddle counter. But I can definitely see strong success right here. So who's the 4 or the 5 between Nyx and Bane?
You give it to Nyx Assassin. I think Nyx does much more
With the gold?
with the gold.
Yeah.
But knowing it's Puppy, if
That's
he
the
gets
thing.
the Philistone,
That's what I'm
he
saying.
might keep it for himself. Finders keepers, and he gets the Aghanim Scepter. He showed how strong it is if you can get it. It's very it's super broken Ags, but it's also almost impossible to farm on a hero like Bane.
Yeah.
Radiant team pick.
They go for the Clockwork on Tundra. I was very underwhelmed with it in Puppy's hands in game number 1.
But they apparently saw something that they liked about it.
Yet again, I'm confused because I feel like the thing that you see from a Clockwork is BKB piercing disable, long range from the hookshot.
On the Bane.
And being able to cancel the grip, I think it's the biggest fun. Also, whenever you see two supports who are not able to get out of the cogs, it looks like a good Clockwork
That's
game.
true, yeah.
Raid, that's interesting. Like Raid King, into Razor, you already know the matchup, so this could potentially say for Team Secret, we're gonna keep this Razor on the offlane.
Yeah. And then if you pair that with a stun like a Nyx, then I feel like this Wraith King's really going to struggle to get last hits in the lane. What an interesting Wraith King pick. There's not even like a Faceless Void or anything that takes advantage of having 2 lives, really. And with Nyx Mana Burn, you may have to worry about getting your Shard like earlier than you'd like to.
It does mean that they want to hide longer what that Batrider is gonna do.
Yeah.
That's the biggest benefit they get with this.
But-
they have more chances of.
With Nine's
Flex.
hero pool, though, I feel like they could have picked a weird hero for 9 in the mid lane that would have also been like, where's this Spirit Breaker going or whatever?
I think
Spirit Breaker
anything,
Oh, Spirit Breaker's banned.
anything elusive is great. Sorry, Puck feels very good. They have no real lockdown for Puck, but then again, you need to play Puck against the Batrider, which is not that great. I mentioned Windranger. Windranger also kind of gets ruined by Clockwork until you get a BKB. But you also need to think about the matchup. I think it's rather tough decision. You have a good point, Sheaves, about hiding where this Batrider is going. I think that's a strong commitment from Tundra here.
I'd be down for Anisha Morphling. Something to get out of Clockwork cogs. And Timbersaw can also get out of the cogs pretty easily. And now, I guess, Razor's either mid or safe. Timbersaw is also very, very strong against Wraith King. Whirling Death against Strength Heroes. A lot of Strength Heroes, actually. Clockwork 2, Snapfire 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be better on the offlane than the Razor, I would imagine. So they'll keep the Razor for most likely Nisha.
Yeah.
It's a good Timbersaw game, except the Batrider. He doesn't really love to play into that hero, but solely for the laning stage.
Yeah.
Timbersaw against the Wraith King and either Snapfire or Clockwork, he should be pretty safe. They do ban out Puck in the end.
Yeah. Because I think Team Secret will have overall last pick, right? It's it was first pick Tundra, I believe. So
Yeah, Secret
that
was
means
last.
that the early Wraith King pick, I mean, it doesn't really matter if they pick a 4 or 5, considering they were not gonna get last pick anyway. They'll only keep it flexed for a little while longer in terms of the Batrider, because by the time that Team Secret can pick their last pick, it should be clear who's playing what.
I feel like it's in your best interest as Tundra to turn this into a side lane Batrider, so you can follow Timbersaw around. If there's a lot of musical lanes going around, then you're better off letting a side lane Batrider deal with it rather than a 9 who wants to mid lane Batrider.
Do you think if you're Team Secret, you should worry about an Earth Spirit coming out? for 9?
It would be flex.
It's one way to play a bit faster from the mid lane. Good way. I mean,
10 seconds remaining.
Nyx Assassin is going to cause a lot of issues this game. They don't have like real lockdown, maybe with the clockwork into lasso or just lasso initiation, so it's going to be really tough to kill him. And there's always going to be this Bane Nightmare save into Carapace, which is a big turnaround play from Team Secret.
Yeah, also, then it would be 4 strength heroes into a Timber Saw.
I like Wind Ranger still for Team Secret, because Focus Fire, once you kill Raid King, he respawns. Focus Fire still
Yeah, it persists.
is persistent Raid King.
But are you even worried about the Wraith King? I feel like he's been answered enough between Razor, Nyx, and Timber.
Oh, you're going all in. You want to ruin this guy.
And Tundra, looks like Secret are expecting this to be a mid lane bat because they ban out the Darkseer.
Turn to ban.
And Tundra's expecting this Razor to be a side lane Razor because they're banning out a bunch of mid laners. Still have Void Spirit for Secret if they need something to go up against the Batrider mid.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Void Spirit is a good idea. Can get out of the trouble, Remnant or Dissimulate early on, just to stop a bit of a pressure from the Batrider if he's going to be played on the mid.
Now Tundra need a 33 hero.
Mars is still available. I think that's a good pickup, considering that there's still potential Razor is going to be played in the safe lane, and with the Spear, you can break the link. Also, Mars plus Snapfire. This is my second favorite duo on the off lane, besides Snapfire plus Doom, where you have so much kill potential. Cookie, you go in front of him, Spear back into God's Rebuke.
Secrets turn to victory.
Okay.
There's a Bloodseeker coming out, most likely off lane. And then Batrider will be your safe lane. Unless they want to Snapfire safe it up. That's also still a possibility that we didn't even mention. We haven't seen that in forever, but I still wanted to throw
10
my,
seconds remaining.
you know, whatever hat in the ring, I think it's called.
Bloodseeker is good because he makes Razor static. He puts him in the spot and the Razor does not go for a chase. The same goes for the Timber Saw. It's AoE control. It's also another great way of setting things up by the Nyx Assassin on the Blood Right.
That's mid to late game though. In laning phase, Razor eats all of these heroes alive, I feel.
Not unless you play aggressively on all other lanes, which means Bloodseeker gets move
thirsty.
speed, and you
Yeah,
might
but,
start with
I mean,
the...
Bane has Brain Sap, Nyx has higher than average base regen, Timber Saw is Timber Saw with reactive armor.
It's the Naga
Wow.
Siren.
Boy.
Your hero.
All right, all
They
right.
do struggle with AoE damage, that's for sure. On the side of Tundra. But then, like, why not Terrorblade? And it's going to be a mid lane Razor going up against a mid lane Batrider. Naga Siren.
Definitely didn't expect Bloodseeker and the Naga Siren as two last picks. What is
I
Naga?
definitely wasn't expecting a 33 Wraith King either.
I guess you have a cute interaction. You can static link, start sleeping, you continue stealing damage during the sleep. That's all I got.
I'm just thinking about Naga Siren. They lack a bit of a AoE. There's a Batrider, Raid King. This is offlane Raid King, so I'm not sure what kind of utility
Oh,
he
you're right, it is
provides.
offlane Wraith King.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
33 Wraith King.
I think they kind of messed up the draft with these wonky stuff. I'm really not a believer in offlane Raid King. I think it's very hard to itemize this hero to be viable. Not sure what you can get. You can get Armlet into possibly a Blink Dagger and just play it as a semi-core. Because you don't get too much utility. I don't think you can go for like anything that benefits your team, because Raid King Toolkit doesn't allow you to do that.
Do you think they swapped Bloodseeker Wraith King as the carry just because of that Naga last pick? And they're like, well, Wraith King can't deal with AoE
Nah, they did it
damage.
too fast.
Yeah.
I think they did it too fast. swap.
That's a weird intentional thing to do then. It's to send Wraith King into an offlane where I see minimal benefit. It just seems like he's running away from the Timbersaw lane and the Razor lane that he didn't want to have to deal with. So instead it's just, okay, I'll lane into Naga, that's fine.
I think there's only one way that we find out what's gonna happen with this third game, and that is to play it out together with ODPixel and Waga.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, the deciding game now here between Team Secret and Tundra. I'm ODPixel here with Wagger. We're seeing some fun stuff once again. Tundra coming out, putting stuff like the Wraith King out on the offlane. Is it going to work? We've had 2 great games so far. What do you expect out of this one, Wagger?
I think it's going to be a really hard-fought battle now. I mean, we had 2 games where both teams were very competitive for the win. And I think this game will probably top both of those, actually.
That would be a real treat for us all. So let's hopefully we can look forward to that.
There's been so much mind games going on today.
Yeah.
Like, everything is mind games. They pick Wraith King trying to sell, like, oh, you know, this is our carry. And then last second, it's, no, 33 is playing the Wraith King. And look at that item build again.
Oh, all the strength.
Yeah, a lot of players are doing this, like, no region build and send out region immediately when you get your bounty runes. But yeah, that's a lot of stats. 71 damage and then Quelling Blade.
I like it. Very easy CS there for him, you would imagine. Oh well, obviously the lane matchup. We'll see how things go. I mean, overall, do you sort of have a preference of the idea of what one of these teams is going for?
I think I prefer a little bit more what Secret are doing actually, but it's quite even. Both drafts have good ideas, and again, I think this is a pretty strong Bloodseeker game, because Rupture against both Razor, Timbersaw is very, very strong. But I'm not sure about Bloodseeker hard carrying against Naga if she has a good game. It can be done, but it can also become difficult to deal with this Naga if she's not shut down.
Mid lane, course 9 on the bat against Samael. Razor, what do we expect here?
I think Batrider is going to be pretty happy with this matchup. Razor struggles to do too much on mid lane lately, I feel, because Static Link always pulls the aggro. So even if you just Static Link on the creep wave, you might take a lot of creeps harassment, and you can't really go Static Link under enemy tower. So Razor kind of thrives on the side lanes lately, but they didn't want to send a Naga mid in this game, so Razor will have to make do on the mid lane, I feel.
I mean, we sort of heard the panel talk about it a bit, but I mean, do you sort of have any idea yourself what the way to play Wraith King on the offlane is? Is it sort of a similar build to it in the other roles? You still want that armlet, or is there any sort of variance?
Yeah, no, it's armlet for sure. You want to get armlet, and you want to be able to dish out damage. The thing is, Wraith King as an offlaner does not provide as much disable as something like Tidehunter would, or Enigma, or some big heroes like this. However, he can provide a very, very reliable frontliner who has that extra life, and he can also click for a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So this is basically what you want to do. You want to get the armlet up, and you don't necessarily have to go Blink Dagger. Oh, nice double stun.
Yeah, they get some good damage here onto Puppey, but
even a little Skelly boys, you know, getting some swinging. Good value.
yeah, so far, CS in the lane looking pretty good for 33.
Yep.
Very high strength from the. Well, looks like probably a couple of range creep denies indeed underneath the tower there, so keeping a good hold of that top lane.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well, and meanwhile on bottom, we also have a pretty happy Bloodseeker. See a bit of a trade on the mid lane there, using the Plasma, forcing the Batrider away. But yeah, the Bloodseeker is also doing really well for CS down here. Of course, there's been some creep manipulation. The Clockwork just chasing after while the creep wave was pulled by Nyx. Oh!
He's going to miss the chain there. That's going to cost Ice his life.
That's rough, man. Almost a bit uncharacteristic miss there. Feels. Ice normally knows what he's doing on Timbersaw, but I wonder if he got pulled to the side right as he tried to Timber Chain and missed because of that, where he clicked the Timber Chain, because it looked really like it was the same time.
It might have been, yeah, because it was a little bit off.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. If that's the case, then that was pretty big by Fata.
33, getting aggressive onto Puppey again. He's happy to lead the lane and look for some action. Cookie won't quite grab Puppey though, so Puppey's gonna live to see another day. 33, able to still continue to keep up with the CS rather nicely. And you look at the lanes right now, it really is just that bottom lane. Ice. Definitely having the slower start this game.
Yeah, everyone else, all the other cores are kind of finding their farm, but I mean, once you get some levels on the Timbersaw here, you're probably fine. But he's definitely struggled a bit from the start here. Bloodseeker is a very strong laner in the first few levels. Of course, then he gets the Rupture. That's power spike later on.
Yeah, oh yeah. Once that 6 is going to be hit down there, it's not going to be a safe place for Ice at all. I'll see here on the replay, Ice's attempted escape.
Yeah, what happened here? So he cogged him. You see, he pulled him back. It's actually
you're
exactly what I
right.
said.
Yeah, it is
yeah.
what-
So that's pretty cool by Fata there, whether intentional or not.
Yeah, well,
he
just
did
waiting
back up.
for-
He did back up
Yeah.
pretty far and then cog. So
Yeah.
that was pretty sick.
I think, yeah, we'll give the benefit of the doubt. I think, yeah, absolutely, Fodder.
I'll give the
Yeah, he was doing
Fata
that.
5-head
Yep.
genius player.
Yeah, we've got to watch out for that again. So Ice has to as well. We've got to watch out for Fodder and the clock,
Yeah.
swinging him around as he's trying to timber chain away, especially in those areas where he is able to sort of pull.
That was
Ice
pretty sick.
away from the tree.
Sick first blood actually.
Yeah.
Very unexpected for sure. Yeah, so far this Timbersaw is not having a great time and being chased again. He's like, please, just let me have this.
Fodder trying again there, but this time trees at the ready.
Robot on robot violence.
Yes, and one that Ice isn't going to be enjoying too much at all. Top lane, I'm going to make the move here. Get Yapsa involved with Puppy and Nisha, and it will be successful. Snake King.
Yeah, dies to the Spike Carapace. Can't even jump away. That's a good rotation though, realizing that you can't really make stuff happen on bottom
Mid.
lane.
Samael. Yeah, looking pretty dead here. 6 stacks of the Napalm as Nine's able to run him down with a Firefly. Yep, so not quite around in time to help Samael survive.
This is what I expected from mid lane. Like I said, I don't feel Racer is very happy on the mid lane overall because he can't really chase as well, whereas Batrider can very easily make stuff happen in the distance that is provided on the mid lane. It's if you get too many sticky napalms, you're gonna die. There's nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah, bottom lane. Ice can continuously just forced away from the creeps, really.
Yeah, just not giving a moment rest here. Even if they don't really have a chance to kill him, I mean, Fata is just being as annoying as possible to him.
Yeah, and you can really see he's absolutely trying to go for that sort of cog shift when the chain's coming out to try and stop Ice from being able to latch and escape.
Yeah, he's really pushing his hero, trying to do as much as possible. We see a DD rune going the way of the Racer here.
Smel's going to try and get something done with it nice and early. It's level 6. Ooh, bit of a pause.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll see what's going on in here.
DD rune on Racer with gloves of haste, he can hit quite hard.
I mean, what's going to happen down here? Is anybody dying to this?
I think Bloodseeker, if he's not careful, could actually die. And this is a good timing because Bloodseeker is not yet level 6. He's very close to it, but he doesn't have Rupture yet. So if he had Rupture, this could be a very risky gank for Racer. But I think this hits at a really good timing. I mean, the most likely scenario, he just runs into Clockwork and, you know, Clockwork is gonna zone him with the power cogs.
Yeah. I'll see if Fodder catches wind of this.
Yeah, but when the mid lane is so tough, like it was for Sumail here against Batrider, you might as well look for something somewhere else. And Ice is putting pressure. He's like, we're going.
He's really going Ice. Starting to tank the tower hits. He's starting to tank quite a few of them. He's going to chain himself out of the blood bright, so he'll be fine. Fodder. And Sumail getting upon him. He wants to dive for this Sumail. And with the DD rune, he will certainly have the damage to take him down. Skeeter heals up, keeps himself at a distance as Sumail continues to chase. Another bit of a pause.
Yeah. Kill one hero, then pause.
I mean, it worked before.
Rub it in.
We pause, we kill Fodder, we pause, we kill Skeeter. I mean,
this is why my pubs are pausing all the time. They're learning from the competitive players.
And is this going to work? I mean, Sumail's pretty speedy.
I think he's fine. I think he's.
You think Skeeter's fine? He's going to be able to run?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I mean, he
can
basically just click TP as well, almost.
But there's a Nyx assassin there, right? Well, it's not that there. Well,
I guess Nyx has time to get there. It's pretty
yeah,
close.
he would get there in time, wouldn't he? What's going on?
But I don't know.
Did he just let one rip or something? Skeeter's like, oh, I've got to... What was he spraying?
I do not know what's happening. Nice. Nice.
What was he spraying?
I never know what Skeeter is doing, to be honest. He operates in a different way.
I mean, I guess it's working. He's been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
You know. So whatever he's spraying in that can, mate, I need some of that. Well, the pause continues.
I always
There he
like
is,
to
he's
see
back.
these mega optimistic quick buys on players. It's like, look at Nisha right now. He's like, we're 6 minutes into the game. He's like, I want my Yasha, I
Yep.
want my Manta, then I want 3 Clarities, and then an ultimate orb. It's like-
He's got it all planned out, hasn't
yeah,
he?
he's
Yeah.
got the list. That's the shopping list right there. Christmas presents.
Skeeter. Where's he heading?
Dire's structures are
Yeah,
He's just still hiding.
Didn't want to stay bottom, I think.
I guess he's still scared.
bottom tower
Homeless?
is under attack.
He's pretty far on enemy territory.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He's close to Rupture, but it's awkward that he doesn't have it. He can't really go for a gank. He has to farm something, so he just has to stay here and hit creeps.
This should give him the 6. Top lane.
Dire's
They're getting in on Tanisha, but not enough control and damage to clear for Nisha and his illusions, so Nisha should be fine.
attack.
Yeah.
Now we're back in action down bottom. Fada. He's playing around with Ice and Yapsor.
Oh, that's rough. Yeah. Jukes for a while, but in the end, Yapsor just patient with the Impale there, waiting for a good chance to get it. In the end, not going to be able to juke forever.
Dire's top tower is under
This is some pretty early pressure onto the tier 1 top. A little
Hey,
shredder.
this is different from what I've seen before. Look at Wraith King's skill build. That's
The Max Blast.
I mean, yeah, the no Mortal Strike. I can't say I've seen this recently. A lot of points in the stun. I mean, the cooldown goes down a lot. This is different from normally Wraith Kings just keep 1 point or maybe 2 points on Wraith Fire, but he's going Soul Ring, Max Blast.
I don't mind it, you know. Naga Siren's got a lot of armor. You know, what's Stinger anyway going to do with a bit of a crit?
Exactly.
You're against a Razor. He's going to be stealing your damage. You're not going to be hitting things then anyway.
And it does
Just
allow
go
you
for
to
the
get
burst.
more control as an offlaner, right? As an offlaner, normally you want to provide lockdown on the enemy.
Yeah.
So why not?
Well, some action to kick off top as Samael swings over. 33, he's out.
Bye.
See ya. He don't want any of that. Snake King, unfortunately, will be left to take the brunt of the attack there from Secret. But they got the job done. They got the tower taken out.
They did. So at least they get some follow-up kill there for Sumail, but he was not in time to protect the damage. Tower gone. And he's gonna go for seems like first item BKB pretty much on Sumail in this game as well. Just does not want to risk not going BKB against a Batrider. Batrider who has travels, by the way. So he's ready to move around the map. Wow. Yeah, he did get quite a fast travels in this game. That solo kill on Razor helped him.
Yeah, not a bad timing. It's all from 9. So, you know, what 9's been able to do when he has a rough start. This game, he's having a solid one.
Yeah. But we are 9 minutes into the game, and currently there's 81 last hits on the Naga Siren. She is flying ahead. Oh, might get a kill here.
9, he'll go for this one. Drops the lasso, gets the kill secured. Actually, what Snake King does. He'll take that.
It's just a Nyx. I mean, it's a kill. If you can use your ulti to get a kill in the early game as Batrider, you will do it. But it's not a high priority kill. So good that they got it, but I think Secret are not too worried. Now there's some time without lasso available.
Yeah, Tundra. Whilst they may have taken Secret's top, they don't want to let Secret take theirs. Fada ready to set up.
Yeah, but Secret could move down here now. There's no lasso. They could make power play bottom because of Nyx dying mid, right? So you saw Nyx die, and then he TPs down here, immediately goes aggressive. Like, this is good recognition of what you can do.
Yeah, Skeeter. Is there going to be any sort of help for him? Nisha also turning up as well. He'll turn with the blood right. Skeeter trying to get out to the side. The stone will catch him, but Skeeter still falls as Nisha's illusions
That was the last
finish him
attack.
off.
Oh, nice kill there by 9. That was the very last attack by the illusion there, right before the Snapfire stun.
Yeah, it was a close one, but they couldn't quite save him.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Of course, 9 able to rectify the situation, get a trade for them. Runs over Ice. 2k lead though for Tundra.
Yeah, they're farming quite well, for sure. And mainly just the Batrider having such a good game, I feel. And of course, their Wraith King has been hitting creeps pretty much non-stop. Also getting that tower early.
Has his armlet done phase as well, pretty much. These early items are already out here for 33. And they're looking to TP and fight around him. 9 ready to join forces with him top as 33 is going to look for the lead in.
Yeah, he's ready to skill up ulti whenever they go on him, holding that one skill point, of course. Very standard for Wraith King.
Secret knows something's up. Fada's also coming around for the side, has hit the 6, so hook shots at the ready to initiate. He'll go for Puppey, straight in. I'll get Puppey. Will they get anything more? 9 is trying to head straight over to see if he can find someone else out of this, and he's got his eyes on Samael. It's a good knockback with a flame break, but a little too deep for 9 to continue to chase for. Yapzor, he's eyeing up the 2 of them here from the Invis.
Oh.
Firefly comes to an end before he pops the Spike Carapace, so there won't be that continued lockdown onto 9. 9 will be able to walk away, and Fada, he'll take this one for the team.
Yeah, still able to get the stun, even if he didn't get the Carapace there. Good setup by Yapzor.
Of course, meanwhile, Nisha keeping himself inside the jungle of Tundras, and still farming very nicely. Keeping even with that of the carries of Tundra. 9 is down here, and 9 does still have the lasso, but of course with the tier 1 gone, no chance for backup, so can't look to get aggressive.
You have to be a bit concerned if you're Tundra, I think, because you have this offlane Wraith King, and while he did go for more of a stun max out build early on and so on, he is never really going to scale into being a counter to Naga in this game. He is not an AoE control hero, and because of that, Naga with all her illusions is going to be a problem for him.
Top. Iso has shown himself. Stun comes in to stop the chain out. And Fada will have a hook shot for the follow-up chase if required.
There's Rupture.
There's a lot of heroes coming in. Iso, he's trying to run, but there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, he finds himself in no man's land, basically. Both teams just trying to get ahead by farming, it feels, but Tundra, I like that they're making these moves, you know, recognizing when someone's a little bit too far out, try and punish it.
Now they're going to be incredibly strong once 9 has the BKB. Of course, the Fiend's Grip still have to watch out for, but with the potential to get the backlines, especially if 33 has his blink done, or you're halfway towards it, multiple ways that they can get in and interrupt or silence the Bane.
Yeah, Wraith King has really just been sitting up there. I like that heat map. He's like, top lane is my home. Oh, walks into a sentry, the Nyx.
Fada with the catch, and he's got backup coming, but he probably will have the damage on his own. No, actually with the stick charges there, they're going to have to use the kisses. Yapzor tried to jump away with the Tumbler's toy.
Oh.
Kisses, oh, he's dodging them nicely. He's dodging them very nicely with the flame break.
Oh, he's got to take... No, he lives.
Oh, he's going to get away.
He has a ring of health. If he didn't have
that did it, yeah.
That ring of health kept him alive.
Absolutely did.
Wow.
That's well, that's the kisses down.
Also the neutral item, of course. Having the Tumbler's toy. Little bunny hop. Made some big difference.
No, honestly, I feel like I've seen many more plays with that than I sort of expected.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the times, it is that little bit of extra gap to get away or to initiate. You know, you see some good sort of gap closing with it early on in the games.
Very easy to forget that item, very easy to get caught out by it.
Yeah, suddenly someone's jumping at you at like 8 minutes into the game and you're like, that extra mobility, it really does matter.
I've seen Magnuses, Enigmas, you know, these type of heroes make so many plays with it. It's fantastic. My favorite, though, is having it on Pangolier.
Oh, yeah.
Pango, when you're in your car, you can use it to bounce on people even more.
Ah, yeah. Well, you can do it when you're rolled up.
Exactly, exactly. It's really sneaky.
He's just bouncing all over the place, yeah. Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, on the island that is the top lane, 33 continues to chill out, and Blink Dagger very nearly done. They want to try and do something about it. He has got the ult, though, of course. Or if he's not going to have the mana for it. He's going to try his best to toggle his way out with the phase boots. It looks like he doesn't even need the reincarnate. He's going to be able to walk out into the trees. Time's been bought for the rest of Tundra to come in, take out Puppey. 33's fine. Secret can't spend any more time looking for him because now they've got to concern themselves with maybe getting out of there. But the BKB, Samael, he's actually able to stand his ground, kill off 9. 9 tried to head into the fight. He couldn't deal with it. 33 turns with a very fire blast to hold back Ice, but they're chasing onwards. The song used to close in onto Skeeter. I mean, this is going terribly now for Tundra. They wanted to put everything into that chase. They felt so confident with the fact that 33 had made so much space for them. But it didn't matter. Samael holds his ground with the BKB. Secret, they'll squish the 4 of them.
Yeah, absolutely everything. I love how they just chased for more. That song by Naga was beautiful. And they get so much value now immediately going into tower pressure as well. I think That was like a game of cat and mouse there. Like, we're chasing you, and then suddenly they get chased instead. Very back and forth. But we see the power there of early BKB.
Absolutely.
Right? Razor clicked the BKB, and suddenly everyone was like, wait,
Whoa.
we can't fight. We didn't mean no trouble. We'll run away.
No, you can feel it. There was definitely that moment there for Tundra, a bit the oh.
Yeah, but Tundra themselves are getting close, right? They have the beacon
They are,
coming
yeah.
up for Batrider, so when they have it, they can do the same thing. Of course, the Bloodseeker is also going for one after his Maelstrom. He's going for BKB next, so there are power spikes coming around the corner. But right now, yeah, the Razor is kind of ruling supreme there.
See what sort of moves Tundra tries to make with their timings now. It's going to be in some of the ults again. Back up, Puppey with the grip ready. Vada was thinking about going for the hook there.
Just swinging his armor a little bit, you know, warming up.
Yeah, Absol and Puppey did have their eyes on mid with Samael around, but not wanting to take the fight on Tundra's half of the map.
I'm concerned for Tundra with the pace of this game right now.
You're just seeing Nisha.
Yeah, it feels reminiscent of that Void who just got too big. This Naga could very easily get out of hands. You don't have the best tools to deal with it.
No.
Clockwork is not happy against a farm Naga, and same for Wraith King. Batrider is not great against it. I mean, yeah, when the best stuff you have against it is like Bloodseeker and Snap, yeah, that might be problematic.
Sure, because you just know that there's a point where Nisha, Skadi, and then maybe if he tanks up even more after that item, these illusions just aren't going to die.
Yeah, already once the Skadi is complete, he's going to be
enough.
very powerful, and there's a lot of options he can go for. But yeah, once like Butterfly comes up or anything else, honestly, the illusions are worrisome already. So they're playing a little bit with a timer, I feel. They have to get these next items and then really make something happen. One BKB done now.
Okay.
Batrider just got his. I think you don't wait. I think you gotta start making plays before you get the second one.
And in these
bottom.
looking for Ice. And they'll have him. Lotus won't protect him here. 33 more than happy to tank the self stun, stop the TP. Nice.
Yeah,
Eyeing up things up top as well at the same time, and Vada's there to start it off. On to Yapzor. Nisha will go in from the side, but they have to respect the bat. They know that Nine's got a BKB and he's ready to commit with it. Same to be said though for Samael, and he's not scared. The heads in as they... Oh, the grip comes out from Puppey. Nine.
Beautiful.
It gets the BKB up, but it does not matter. The physical damage for Nisha is far too much, as Nine will fall.
That's exactly the danger, right? If you use your hook shot to catch anyone else, then suddenly the eyes
Puppey's
of Bane,
like, oh.
yeah, Puppey just lights up. He's like, now I can do what I want to do.
Yeah.
If you go for the Batrider, I mean, that's one of the heroes that are highest priority, so...
I mean, and this is what hurting Nine's game massively, right? He was off to a great start, great farm. That first play up top with the team where they charge in, he didn't quite have the BKB.
Yeah.
It ends terribly for the whole lineup. And that move there, getting caught out. BKB pop doesn't save him with the grip control from Puppey. It is definitely being shaken up a little bit for Tundra. But of course, we have seen Tundra pull off some stuff when things don't go too great and too smooth in the first bits of the game.
Yeah, but they need to really find some openings here, because it's only 1,300 gold until there's Refresher on Razor.
Yeah.
He is close to that already after his BKB first item. And once that Refresher comes out, nobody wants to stay close to him. Not that you already do, I mean, it's a Razor.
Yeah, it's already quite spooky, but you're right.
All right, hook onto the Bane this time.
All right, this time, no Puppey for the fight. The question is there going to be more of a fight? Can Tundra find anything else off the back of that Bane kill?
Puppey probably just smiling, probably just saying, you know, 2 ultis used for me, I didn't have grip ready, I'm fine with this. He's gonna have grip when he respawns, so yeah. I mean, that's a smile. Yeah, that counts.
That's as good as you'll get from Puppey.
He didn't look concerned.
No. Yep, so.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not too much he can do about being ruptured here, but he's trying to do whatever damage he can. Get some stun out, mana burn out.
Time has been bought, your Puppey's back in the game. Another support dies, but Tundra did use a smoke to try and set something up there. And it's not on to the 3 cores of Secret and Nisha, as we keep mentioning, just the big one, just left completely on his own. Scardy's done on top of the Manta. It continues to be a pretty smooth sailing for Nisha. I'm sure he's chilling out right now. 2-0-4, free farm on the Naga Siren. He's going to be quite happy with how this is playing out.
Honestly, I feel like Team Secret is one of the teams that are the best at protecting their post 1 and 2 with their bodies. They just use the post 4 or 5 aggressively, set them in positions where the enemy has to go past them to find, you know, a bigger target. And as such, that's why we see them so farmed, right? The number 1 and number 2 in net worth here are both on Team Secret.
Still trying to make something happen top. 33, he'll get the catch on Puppey. Puppey, he's going to be able to pop the Essence Ring, buy a little bit of time with himself as Nightmare's also used, finally taken out, but time has been bought for Secret to TP in. Looks like Tundra still want to keep the fight going. They're going for the Lotus
Double lasso.
Instantly there, and it's going to lock 9 in position. As 9 will head back out with the BKB, but of course the lasso doesn't amount to anything at all. Samel's going to lead him with a static link. They come in with the hook shot. Samel getting pulled on. The Cogs just trapping everyone here. As they brought down Samel, Nisha has to back off for now, but Ice, she's the one doing the real damage as he cuts through Vada's clockwork.
Yeah, Tundra taking a great fight there.
I mean, taking down Samel and getting 9 out of there alive.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And Naga was going really low quickly too there. That was difficult for her to stick around.
Quick moves from Ice, of course, with the Lotus to cause 9 to lock himself in position, but not quite having the damage to take down 9 through the BKB.
You know what I love about Dota? I love reactions to things that happen. So we saw this fight, of course, the double lasso here. So he stays on the tower for quite a while. And then they think, okay, we can fight Battery and lasso, we chase, but then on this high ground, they just turn it around with both Wraith King and Bloodseeker going on the same target, on the Razor.
Yeah, that was the thing for Samel, obviously his own BKB being used underneath the tower, so when he came out for that fight, they had no trouble bursting him when the BKB was unavailable.
Yeah, I want to say, what I love about Dota is reacting to situations, right? Naga, before that fight, had an Orchid queued up. He was like, I'm confident, I'm strong, I want Orchid so I can kill people. Immediately after that fight and him going to like 30% HP, he queues up a heart first. He's like, okay, it hurts a bit.
I like this, yeah.
So he wants to tank up and then the Orchid.
Because the thing is, with the heart, then his illusions
are
they should not be dying.
Yeah.
That's going to be some tanky illusions against a team that doesn't have the best means to deal with them.
Yeah. Sneaky Roche here now, Tundra. It's not necessarily super sneaky, but they're just, you know, gonna get away with this. They're in a good position.
Yeah, Fada will happily die for that one.
Yeah, Fada just creating space for it.
Yeah, takes it every time, sends a tip out. He knows that that's a good trade for them.
And now with BKB, Maelstrom, looks like Mjolnir coming up for the Bloodseeker here. They need that damage. They need it against the Naga.
They've got to have ways to deal with this.
And they have great heroes to carry it. He can put it on himself or onto the Wraith King. Wraith King is one of the best Mjolnir carriers for the active. You just send out on him and tell him to blink in.
Interesting to see what 33 does do now after the BKB, because he's kind of got like the core essential items right now. Can he himself build something that's also sort of anti-illusion, or is he still have to pick up some sort of utility offlane items? Like how can you go greedy now from this position? How do you play the Wraith King out from here?
I would probably go Assault Cuirass in his shoes, because they have this kind of double carry thing going on right now. Both Bloodseeker and him are hitting quite hard. But yeah, he's going for another armor reduction. He's going for Desolator. That also works. It's the same approach.
Yeah, of course, classic on the Wraith King, and you can't underestimate the damage that comes out. Even if you have the armor of a Naga Siren, those hits will hurt.
Yeah, it might be one into the other. Could be Desto into... Oh, he wants Mjolnir. He actually...
he is thinking about the anti-illusion. I just wondered if he would consider that, yeah. Because they really do need everything. He's probably sort of seen the heart, you know, the Reaver at least on Nisha, and he's like, well, yeah, we are going to absolutely have to go all in on just being able to deal AoE damage to these illusions.
Yeah, minus armor is not really the way to bring down the Naga illusions, but double Mjolnir, that will do it.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he sticks to it. It looks like 33 is still considering, you know, the many options he can play for here.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to think about. Yeah, and this Naga Siren definitely has to be top of their thoughts right now.
Such a great insight into what players are thinking throughout the game, right? Being able to just see what they're keep queuing up and changing, and how many times players change it throughout the game.
Discussions have definitely been had, and they need to. This Nisha Naga Siren getting bigger and bigger. Heart now finished. So he's now got that 3,600 HP, 28 armor. This is a tanky boy.
Yeah, and for Naga, top lane.
All right, Puppey, he set things up with the grip. Skeeter will be able to get the BKB out. Nine's trying to get onto Puppey on the back lines, but Yapso's there as well as Sameo. They're able to lock down Nine. Nine is going to get the chance to get the BKB off. He is post the BKB, but the Lotus was there in time. So again, he's just locked in position, ends up dying. They're trying to deal with Nisha, but they can't even barely hurt him at all.
Yeah,
he's just like still full HP. And the Aegis gone. He's going to quickly die a second time, Skeeter. I mean, we saw that he was like 3 heroes trying to kill this Naga Siren. They just can't do anything against Nisha right now. Nisha is too strong.
And they might catch Fada here as well. He's trying to get out, but they're gonna find him. Yeah, and the Nyx coming around the corner. He does have mana for a stun. And that should be a kill for Razor. Again. But this is what I felt from the start. When I saw the draft here, this looks like a game that Naga can take over. If she gets a good start in this game, and yeah, she's been farmed enough.
And we'll see again around this top play. This time it was Yapsor.
Yeah, and
quick with the Lotus.
Split push of the Naga, just going hard onto the tower.
Yeah, you just see sort of Nisha here. There's 3 heroes hitting him, and they're just dying around him. I mean, a 33's barely tickling Nisha at this stage. And Skeeter, he has no business. Nisha with a spot. He knows at this point, he's like, oh, what are they going to do about me?
Oh.
What are they going to do about me?
They're again trying to go on the Naga, but he has the Manta to dispelling the sticky napalms.
He's going to go for the Orchid next, Nisha. Have a bit more control. And
also, Titan Sliver was a really great drop for him. Getting magic resistance is so valuable when you have this much HP.
Oh, 33. He's got the Cloak of Flames. That's a bit of AoE.
Yep.
It's a start.
The mini Radiance.
A mini Radiance.
Yep.
Will do some mini damage.
And he went with a Shard. So instead of going for the damage,
all right,
he recognizes he wants to have the ability to respawn always, I guess.
That's fair enough. Though with the grip in play, the Nyx mana burn as well, you know, wants to make sure.
Yeah.
He's always coming back for a second round.
And then you don't have to worry so much about, you know, stunning one time too many when there are those mana burns around. Now you can just always provide that stable. I think it's important when you're playing this position 3. You can't really be like, oh, I can't stun guys.
No.
You know, I need to
That's
hold
not
it.
much of an offlaner there.
No.
No. He's got to make sure indeed that he's able to at least hold a few people in position with a few rounds of that. Just going back to queuing up the Mjolnir, and I really think, it's the only way. They have to. Everyone needs to buy Mjolnir. Mjolnir's for everybody. They've got to have something, otherwise Nisha's going to continue smiling all the way to this victory.
Yeah, it's a long way to it though. Buying the shard and then going back for Mjolnir, it's going to take a while to get there. The Naga is, you know, going to be perhaps even halfway or completed her butterfly by then. Like at the rate we're watching the farm progress here.
Yeah, Secret really stepping up the pressure now. They know how strong Nisha is, and any sort of fight they can take around him.
Tier 2 falls to Naga Illusions. And they're really choking them out of the map now. Not allowing them to go anywhere. Even just going on the Wraith King here, like, you've been warned. Stay away.
Lincoln's now done on Sameo, so that alongside the 2 Lotuses that his allies have, it's never going to be easy for Nine to really find the lassos. And you know, he hasn't had an easy time this game, despite solid farm at the beginning.
Yeah.
Secret have made it very hard for Nine to sort of have an impact as the bat. And I guess it's understandable. We've seen a lot of sort of bats pick later. Oh, I'll be a free one outside of the base here as Fada's found.
Yeah, that's... He can't go anywhere close to this Naga Siren. I mean, the cogs don't protect you. The illusions will shred through them immediately. So it's not really any safety.
Nisha, he's even stepping up into the high ground at the same time. Sameo with the BKB commits on to Skeeter, ready to chase him down and keep the link going. Buyback comes out from Fada. Uses the hook shot to stop Sameo from diving in any further. It will work for now as they hold back Secret.
Yeah, Refresher was used on Razor, so not too bad for Tundra, I guess. They did only expend a buyback on their support there, and they still have all their ultis. Not the end of the world for them. So now perhaps something can be done. Razor is going to have a little bit of time here where he's kind of useless. I like the Lincolns on Razor, by the way. With the refresher, he can even have 2 Lincolns as a little bit.
He's so hard to catch. Lasso, Rupture, not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he would have to wait for 1 Lincolns to trigger. You can't, like, put a Lincolns and then refresh. I think that cancels out.
Actually, yeah, it does it.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm quite certain, even if you do that. Because there used to be CDR and like people putting Lincolns on someone and then having Lincolns themselves.
Sure.
But then that was changed.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then because of that change, it would mean something like the refresher isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah.
Pretty much.
To prep yourself twice.
Yeah, you won't have 2 at least. And now we just see how annoying it can be playing against a Naga Siren. These illusions just going everywhere. It's so difficult to get on the map.
Yeah. And with this sort of passiveness, you know, Nisha really doesn't mind. 3k into the butterfly. He's more than happy to get that done before they're pushing any further.
Naga's like the carry version of techies, you know?
It's
like
frustrating.
You're having a lot of fun, but other people, your team, the enemy team, doesn't really matter. Nobody else is really going to have as much fun as the Naga player. That's basically a techie mentality, right?
But you do have fun as the Naga player.
Oh, you do. Oh, you do. You hear that gold all the time? Dopamine straight into your veins right there.
You just sending these illusions down the lanes, hearing the gold roll in. And especially in a game like this where you feel that there just isn't anything to deal with you.
Oh, they're going to go on Wraith King a little bit, just poke him. But there's the Loadstorm. They want to go on Naga?
I mean, they can't. You're never going on Nisha at this stage, at least. Grip comes out to Fada Samel. The BKB quickly whips Fada out of action. Try and chase on for more here. The illusions from Nisha being kept on to 33. Skeeter trying to help out, but the Nightmare from Puppey is going to allow them to close in onto 33. He'll go down the once. Nisha want to try and surround him and go for a second time. Actually going to use the song to step back, but Skeeter's hit with the BKB. He's doing big damage. Can he kill this drop? He can! Huge kill for Skeeter as they're able to take down Nisha's Naga Siren. What more can they get out of this? 33's got his eyes on Puppey. The blast is in.
Yeah, he's dead. Wow, that's so
huge.
Yeah, massive. And top lane, we see also a Lasso.
He's got the backup of Samel. Samel then with the link, Puppey the refresher. He's going to make sure he has that second round of BKB. 33's out with the BKB TP himself. Gets away. 9 still on the run, same with Snaking. Secret are trying to head in on this. Yap's a little slow with Spike Carapace. Won't trip up Snaking.
Yeah, that was refresher used for Razor though, and buyback on Puppey. Wow, that was massive for Tundra. And I love that Snapfire put himself so far back that the song was not catching him, so he could just lay in the Mortimer kisses as well there.
Tundra, they're feeling the fire right now. Yeah. They're like, well, we've killed Nisha. He's out for 20 seconds more. He was the big problem. Everyone else we can deal with.
Oh, they run into Nyx.
They're going to be able to get the catch.
Yeah.
Cookie into the blood right. It's another one. Tundra back in action. Roshan at the ready if they want to, but they're thinking about more fighting here. Fada tries for the hook shot. He's not going to catch Puppey straight up. Might catch him with the chase down, and with the jump forward from 33, they certainly will get him. Puppey's out. 70 seconds, no buyback. Nisha over towards the mid with the TP. They're going to try and fight back with the 3 of them. Tundra, they still have the full 5-man here. Buyback comes out from Yapzor. 33 taking the full focus at the start of the fight. And he's got the reincarnation. He's going to be back for round 2. Skeeter, they're attempting to deal with Nisha. He's able to find him with the Rupture. Song comes out, but again, the BKB's already there, so Skeeter's able to continue to fight through for the Song. They'll take Nisha down!
Oh my god.
Again, Skeeter with his BKBs. He's able to commit for the Song. There's no help available from Secret. And Tundra, they're going to keep running them down. Firefly over on Samel. Samel's burning down low. Double kill for 9. Tundra, they're absolutely doing it here. Diving into tier 2s. They're looking for Yapzor. They've got the sentry. They'll throw it down under the tower. They've got their eyes on the Nyx assassin. Yapzor, he will fall.
Will he?
Well,
he's just walking.
Debated. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that was very funny. I think they could have killed him. Skeeter, though, was really low HP.
He was like,
so
nah.
He didn't want to go in and die in a stupid way to Timbersaw. In the end, he's like, you know what? Nah, I'll just back out. That was huge that he got away, though, because if they killed him there, Bloodseeker would have healed up. They could have pushed tower. They could have done even more. But, yeah, these BKBs right before the song or, like, just the way they managed to go on Naga. See how Naga went really deep on the backline, thinking she's super strong, but the moment the Rupture comes out and they just turn around and go on him, it's actually surprising how easy they can just bring him down.
It is. And I would hazard a guess that I think Secret are probably a little surprised as well that Nisha is dying as easily as he is, despite the amount of farm that he has.
Yeah.
Just a BKB with a Mjolnir and basically Skeeter's tearing him up.
Yeah, the Mjolnir is doing so much work. That's really the story of it. He's just laying in auto attacks. And a lot of other heroes were low as well, so Bloodseeker was buffed up and just swinging like crazy.
Huge stuff here from Tundra. Holding on to the game like they've done so very well many times before.
You know, there's big value in one of Bloodseeker's talents. Usually you think about this talent against the Blink Daggers, the Rupture initial damage talent. And in this game, it's really valuable against Naga Siren. He keeps casting these Ruptures on Naga. It's honestly just a big damage talent, right?
10%.
10% of 4,100 HP, you know? You're adding a straight up nuke onto your Rupture.
That's a big number. Nisha. He's close to his next item. He's okay, looking for the Lincoln's. Okay, yeah, he's got it done. So Lincoln's is there. That's going to help him with a bit of that sort of start off to the fight like the Rupture.
But there is the refresher on Bloodseeker as well, so he can still disrupt
he's
you.
got it done, yeah.
Very cool to see they went refresher. It speaks about the double BKB effect.
Yeah,
right?
he loves the Silent Skeeter. I feel like he gets on pretty much all his carries.
Yeah, for sure. Really big fan of it. Especially on a hero like Bloodseeker, where Aghanims kind of does the, the double Rupture thing as well, but nah, it's about that BKB as well. Even Mjolnir, I guess. You can put that on an extra target. Get 2 Mjolnirs going.
They're very close to having 33 Mjolnirs done too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's
not far off it.
He's been going back into it.
And then, I mean, if both of them are able to pop BKB, Mjolnir out, and start hitting into Nisha, like Nisha is going to absolutely die every single time.
Bloodseeker is showing to be much more effective than I expected in this game. He's so far behind in farm compared to the Naga, but he just shreds her every time. Like, it hasn't actually been even close.
No, like, it really has. And I think Secret's got to be a little worried. I mean, we've been watching this whole game really talking up how strong Nisha's going to feel. And I think he felt that as well. We saw the smiles.
Yeah.
He felt pretty comfortable.
Yeah,
those
but
last
the last
fights,
two...
dying during the song, it's going to feel pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a humbling experience to dying when you're by far the most farmed on the map. You're like, wait, what's wrong? Why am I, not as strong as I should be? And could be just itemization. I mean, smart itemization, the Bloodseeker and Naga, doesn't have items to man-fight one hero, really. She didn't think that there would be one hero that strong to just fight against her. If she did, then maybe she would have something like, an Abyssal of her own or a Butterfly earlier on. But yeah, this is difficult for him.
Oh. Well, there we go. 33. Mjolnir on its way out.
Yeah, he's ready to go on the Wraith King. He's just looking for anything. Wanted the courier there. And we have a refresher queued up for Batrider as well, by the way. Even more BKBs, even more ultis. I think right now it feels like Secret are waiting for that Assault Cuirass, finishing up on Razor. It's a pretty big power spike.
Oh. I'll catch the clock, but can they get back out? Because Skeeter, I've got the song and nothing to.
Yeah, when clock is dead, there's nothing to initiate that far away. Wait for the random Aghanims on Snapfire to cancel your TP. But no, she's going for a BKB as well, it seems. Timbersaw right now also has an overwhelming blink queued up. So wants to have some more AoE slow and control. Mid lane? Rip.
They're going to be able to open up, and there's 40 seconds still on the Aegis, so we'll have the second life to start off the action. Here we go. We'll see the BKB. Pressure popped by Sumail. He's ready to stick his ground for round 2. But of course, 33 also with the reincarnations ready to come back into action. Skeeter fully focused here through the link. And Sumail chases him down. Skeeter's going to pop.
Yeah, and with him down, Naga can do whatever she wants. Actually, everything is already kind of just dying here. Razor taking down 2, and Timber doing a lot of damage as well there to the Snapfire.
I mean, you see how much damage Sumail still does, of course, at this stage. Had the AC picked up just before the start of this fight. I mean, now it's a huge opening for Secret to run down mid. There's buyback available on Skeeter, but 33, Snake, they're not going to be able to get back in for this.
Always funny to see the fight recaps after a fight like this. It's like Razor just doing a million damage. Like, look at that, 8.5.
Yeah, it's...
But now he doesn't have ultis, so yeah, you're pushing mid.
I mean, they're pushed well still.
Yeah.
With the AC and the illusions.
Yeah, Naga has to do the work here. She has quite a bit of a right click. She's close to level 25 now as well.
See what they can do to Skeeter. Not wanting to buy back here for the 1 racks by the looks of it.
Yeah, I don't think it changes anything if he buys back. I don't think he can save it. Just those 2 other heroes being dead as well.
They have dealt with the creeps, so they are having to fight through backdoor protection.
Yeah, but they have the damage. They bring it down. And just be happy with that.
A solid fight that time round for Secret as Tundra, they did try and, they're obviously fighting around the fact that they had the Aegis.
I think Secret probably have talked about it now and identified there's one thing they need to solve, and that is Bloodseeker must not destroy our Naga.
Yeah.
If we can stop that, then the fight will go our way. And that's exactly what they did. He has Aegis, doesn't matter. Kill him, focus him. If they're going on him, then he has to focus on running away or dealing with the Razor, and Naga is not going to be touched.
Yeah, and you see the 33 trying to hit to Sumail, but Sumail with the armor that he has now, just incredibly tanky, and the damage that he deals, insane. And now it's Sumail, the one that's got the smile on his face.
All smiles, Dora.
Yeah, he's happy to smile alongside Nisha now, as they know that things are falling back into their hands, and quite largely so. Here, back up to a 15k lead after taking that mid set of racks. Smiles all around here for Secret.
Yeah, well, those illusions are shredding towers by now. Tower goes down quite rapidly. Of course, the Bloodthorn attack speed is has increased the DPS quite a bit on this Naga.
The refresher finally finished for 9, so.
Yeah, that is big. That is really big for him, actually. It's also just about to hit level 25.
Yeah.
Flaming Lasso cooldown could be tempting to go for in this game, just for more lockdown, but also a Firefly duration. Very useful ability.
It's so hard for 9 to find targets, though. These Lincolns and Lotus Orbs.
Yeah.
It's not easy for 9 to charge in and start the fight by grabbing someone at all.
They're trying to use like 4 staff of Snaking to break Lincolns.
Yeah.
But it's hard to coordinate these things, because then your Snapfire is too close to the enemy, perhaps. Definitely not easy. Very hard game positionally to play. And we see the respect here. Tundra just backing up there, trying not to be caught out. Again, both teams recognizing that the Roshan is the next objective they have to play around. And again, Puppy here, about to get an entire Aghanims. Look at him just running around with 3.4k gold.
Nice, he's saving up.
Yeah, I mean, it is huge. If he gets that, it's very hard to deal with. One good Fiend Script onto a Bloodseeker, and that could spell the difference between a won fight or a lost fight.
.33. Showing mid. The Secret's around. Roshan up, of course. The next fight will almost certainly reward Roche for the winners.
Yeah, now we have Aghanims on Nyx as well, so he can burrow. Very good if you want to fight around. Oh, they're blinking on Bane.
They're going to try and start things on the Puppy. And Puppy is glimmered up. He's turned with the Brain Snap heal, but the damage of the kisses bring him out.
Surely he buys. Does he buy? This fight feels like it's for Roche, so Trying not to buy back the Bane.
Nisha just getting the illusions spammed out down the mid. Skeeter. He's able to pretty quickly deal with them though, still with the Mjolnir.
Yeah, his DPS is quite good. He also has the shard. The Bloodseeker shard is very good for fighting these tanky illusions, since it's 2% of their HP as pure damage. Yep, 4.5k HP on Naga, so clicking quite hard. All he needs is attack speed, really.
Top tower is under attack.
No, he's going to build up defensively, get himself a Linken's.
Yep. Many Linken Spheres.
He has a lot this game. Understandably, he wants to be able to charge him without the worry of grip or link.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 4 Linken Spheres right now.
Nisha with the song. Is it going to be used to set up or get out of there? They're eyeing up 33 and snaking.
Seems like a bit of both.
Oh, yeah, they're just sort of watching from the side. No real commitment off the back of the song.
Naga seems to travel away. She wants to just split push.
Bit of the old lag here, once again, unfortunately. But you know, if they can get on top of the Naga Siren, they can still kill Nisha.
They can, yeah. I
Like,
mean,
Nisha still does die.
this is one of those games where even though they're behind by 16k, they have the power to kill, like you said, the +1 hero. It's all about the initiation, but it is a difficult game to initiate because there are 3 Linken Spheres on Team Secret. And you're running like Bloodseeker and Batrider and a Wraith King with a stun. Like, all your initiations are very counterable. And there's no halberd or anything. He's just dancing.
What's going on here?
Yeah. That is a player who does not want the game to be paused.
That's
literally going up the
dangerous.
walls.
You got to be careful. Some extreme sports going on there. And I don't know what he was spraying in the air, but you know, he's pumped up. He's ready to go. Well, hopefully things should be good to go soon. Snaking did say he was restarting the old PC.
Yeah. Good old turn it off and on again.
That always works.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, at this stage, do you think Secret, they do feel that they are back in quite a comfortable position, or you know, how do you think they're sort of reading the game right now?
You mean for this game or in general?
What do you mean? In general, like,
Yeah. Okay. So for this game, yeah.
well, what's in general?
I
That's
thought you were
much
talking
more
about after TI and like how they're feeling
Oh.
overall. Okay. No. For this game, I think Secret they're getting a grip on the game again. They had a very firm control of the game, and then they lost their Naga twice, and that was really upsetting. But they are not too shook. They itemized to counter the Batrider and the Bloodseeker, and now I think they're in a pretty good spot. But this is still anyone's game.
It feels
really
like it. I mean, the way that we've seen Tundra take fights from behind and win games from behind, it's...
Yeah. I do like what Nisha did, though. He TP'd on the bottom, realized that the fight is going to be for Roche, but then you want to split up your opponent. And as a Naga, you have the power to do this. You just send your illusions down the bottom lane. Someone will have to address it, or that's going to be a bunch of damage to your range racks. And then he just runs to his team immediately. And he even finds Illusion Rune, the favorite rune of the Naga player.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. More gold's going to be coming in for him. And when those sent down the lanes, they're starting to poke at Roche as well, Secret.
He heals so much. He's like 200 HP per hit. What the hell?
Secret, they're being very careful about how they take Roche down. I mean, it's a half HP, but they're already backed out of the pit, knowing that Tundra's likely to be close by.
Yeah, this is very difficult. The Snapfire was showing bottom.
Puppey glimmers in to close the gap onto 9. Nightmare to start things off into the grip. Gonna come in with the BKB. Samael's ready to stay on target. Goes in with the link, pops the refresher. Ready for another round, but 9 will be forced down to the side. He's gonna live. Skeeter in with the BKB now over towards Samael. 33 focusing him down as well. They've got the damage to kill Samael. Samael goes out. Nightmare helps Ice dodge the hook shot, allows him to chain away to safety. They'll try and turn for Puppey instead. They will get him. 33 jumps in with a great fire blast, catches Puppey. 2 dead. Puppey coming in with a buyback. Nisha trying to turn things around. Stun from Yapzor comes out, holding Snaking in place. Immediate buyback for Snaking. 33 gets brought down the one side, chains across to kill off Fada. Nisha's going to look to chase out 33, and 33's not got any help coming in as 33 will fall. Secret, they may have lost Yapzor and Samael, but with Nisha still alive, they're going to head back into the pit.
Yeah, Ice doing absolute work in that fight as well.
All the buybacks coming out.
Yeah.
Pretty much about 5 buybacks across the board here. Puppey, Snaking, Fada, 33 and Yapzor. All coming back in on this. They don't want to let one another get that Roshan. Samael still with the possibility of buying back himself. He's still out for 50. We'll see if Tundra forced that.
Yeah, they're trying to hold it. They're using the illusions to delay, right? They're even looking to initiate. I mean, they're going in.
They are. Nice. He's found Fada.
Bursted in.
Straight round to the back lines. Takes out Fada. That's a die back on the clockwork. Tundra, they're only going to be able to fight with the 4 of them if they do want to do so, and it's getting dangerously close to that time that Samael's back in action.
The tip. Ice is feeling himself now. He's like, when you have this Timber Chain range talent, you start being able to make plays on Timber, and that's what we see Ice doing. I did not expect him to just kill Clockwork.
He just,
out of nowhere.
Found the back lines and Fada immediately dies. That overwhelming blink helping him out as well to chase his targets. Secret space is there. Aegis.
Oh, Aghanims for Timber now as well.
Oh, he's going to have even more fun now, Ice.
Yeah, that's dangerous. I like how he has a Titan Sliver in his quick buy as well. I'll buy one of those. Yep. All right. That's nice.
Now with the Aegis and Cheese, Secret do seem to have everything they need to try and at least take away another bit of the base of Tundra.
Yeah. Question is, do they go immediately or do they wait a little bit? I wonder.
Satanic on Samael. I mean, Samael's pretty much done with the items right now.
Yeah.
Satanic, BKB, AC, Refresher, Lincolns. He's feeling great.
You could still consume an Aghanims. He's got a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right after you take Roche, if you just shove up the high ground immediately, then you're missing a bit of value, right? All this time that you have Aegis, you could be controlling the map and owning, you know, all the farming territory, which is why they didn't just rush up. They could have just gone there, but instead they TP bottom, push out lanes, and they're gonna enjoy controlling the map here for a little bit. And if they get a good chance, they'll definitely take an initiation.
Indeed, Fada. Getting those voice lines out. He's in the trees, he's set up.
Yeah, better hide.
It's just so hard for Tundra to get that catch. Puppey with his positioning has been very sneaky. It's not easy to find this Bane.
Yeah, again, Naga just TPing away to top lane, so most likely we're gonna see them just chill again. Not gonna go quite yet. Still have time.
Yeah, Nisha casually with 5,600 gold. It's hard to ask in the backpack.
Yeah, he's feeling great.
And he's got money.
Any other key items coming up? I mean, he wants that Swift Link replacing the Boots of Travels or Aegis on Naga Siren. Then he can really get in there and do some right clicks with main hero as well. Wraith King does have almost 5k after his Mjolnir here though. So curious to see
I mean, yeah, what do you buy? What is the item here for 33?
There's an argument for having Aghanims. I'm not sure it's correct. I think maybe just Abyssal is the correct next item here. But Aghanims in late game teamfights can be impactful.
Nisha.
Oh, they're going in.
They are going in. They're going in. They're looking for 33. Are they going to be able to get him? He's fine with the BKB and Lotus protection. He can head back. So he won't fall for now. Did do a decent amount of damage to Nisha.
Yeah.
Put him down to half, but he'll be back up to full with the heart.
And Yapsor just setting up shop here. Burrowed with the Nyx.
Yeah, we saw sort of the nuisance he was causing in the last fight.
Yeah, he probably wants to crawl a little bit closer. He's still kind of out of range for what he wants to do there.
Nisha, he's going to be able to step up and grab the range racks. Trying to deal with these illusions, and Nisha knows they're struggling as he'll stand his ground and look to push on for the melee as well. 9, popping the BKB, trying to get some sort of a grab. He's got the lasso.
What is that lasso?
He's lassoed his own Bloodseeker! You what? All right, well, I guess that's going to hurt. They're brought back on the boat for them. Not Farder's down with that bite, but they've killed Nisha the once. Can they do it a second time? He had already used the song. They're in with the Ray Fire Blast. 33's coming in onto Nisha. Can they kill him off?
Oh, they're clicking him
as well. The bash is coming out. They bring him down. Nisha's out.
Yeah, but there's still some problems here. The Razor, the Timbersaw.
They're losing supports. They're going to lose 9 as well. 3 dead. No buyback.
Bloodseeker.
And 33, the last 2 left alive. Mosquito's forced back to the fountain. 33 being toyed around with here by Nisha outside of the base. He's out and down. They just dive in the fountain.
Oh,
Looking
no.
for the cleanup. He'll dive somehow, picks up a triple kill,
Yeah.
casually walks out of the fountain. GG is called, ladies and gentlemen. Secret, they'll be taking this game 3. They'll be taking this series. It's going to be theirs 2-1. As this one, I mean, at the end of the day, Nisha on the Naga Siren got too huge. I mean, they all got too huge, right?
Yeah.
The male, ice. They were massive by the end of it all. Tundra just didn't